Greetings, everyone. Happy Saturday. How y'all doing today? I am the Moon Mama, and happy Aquarius full moon. We had an Aquarius full moon at 12 midnight Pacific Standard Time, which is about 12 hours ago. We had a full moon in Aquarius. This full moon is exquisite in my perspective. Actually, let me go look at my astrology right now because I want to just talk about. There's a grand trine in the heavens right now. There's a grand trine in the heavens right now, and. Oh gosh, really there's so much. Let me just say. Oh, hold on, I'm sorry. Okay. All right, you all. I'm moving slowly this morning, and I like that. I like to just move a little slower. The event that we're having is tomorrow evening, and I'm very excited about it. It feels so like it's just all falling into place and what feels like a seamless experience. And I'm very much in awe of it. I'm like, wow, we are really working together as a team. And one of the things that I'm deeply appreciative of, Aquarius is the energy of friends and community. And what is ever present in our world right now is that we get to align ourselves with people who have a similar mission, beliefs towards the new world, towards the golden age, right? Because we come from a world where we had similar beliefs, but the beliefs were all in separation. You know, money is better and black is hard and white is good and women should be this way. Those kind of beliefs have separated us, but now we're moving into a opportunity and an experience where we get to stand more in our unified field. And Aquarius, if there was any sign that I would say is, like the highest form of the unified field of consciousness, it's Aquarius. It's where we're going. It's who we're becoming. And that's a process that is constantly happening. We are in a constant state of becoming. And in our culture that currently exists, our energy is commandeered so that our becoming is laced with other people's agendas. So when we go to school in the Western world, what we learn is laced with the agenda of the corporations and things like that, right? Because you're always in a state of becoming. The question is, who rules your state of becoming? Do you govern your state of becoming, or is someone else governing your state of becoming? It's a very subtle thing. And I've lived long enough now. I've lived on the planet long enough now to know, to remember when I was very much caught up in belief systems that I was giving a lot of energy to that wasn't really feeding me, so maybe I was going to church every Sunday and, believing in those things. And then to look and see, well, what am I getting for this? I'm doing this thing, but what's the return? And what I realized then, I was like, oh, I'm giving all this energy to this thing, but the return doesn't keep its word. It doesn't work, right? And so when I realized it doesn't work, then I was like, okay, I want to give my energy to something else. We give our energy to relationships, relationship structures. We give our energy to jobs. We give our energy to all manner of things that are designed to captivate the becoming, because you are in a constant state of becoming. And if you don't know that, then you will unconsciously place yourself in environments where your becoming gets hijacked, right? And So, that's why it's important, like when you're in relationships or friendships, even for you to understand that there's an affinity in place. If you are in a marriage with somebody, do you guys have the same objectives? What are you up to? If you're in friendships with one another, do you have the same objectives? What are you up to? Right? Like I know that I have not spent time in my life thinking about it that way. I just would sort of end up as friends with people, which is a very Libra energy thing. And I have a lot of Libra placements. So I would just end up like, oh, this person invited me out. Okay, let's go out. And, but I wasn't ever thinking, well, what is this person's objectives and what are they up to and what do they believe? And is that in sync? Does that have affinity with me? Am I going to be taking fertilizer from someone who is in alignment with me? Or am I going to be activated with somebody who is not in alignment with me? This is, and I don't hear it as much now because my social media feed is really so my own perspective. But, when we are talking about that person is negative and that person is that, well, what you got to understand is that you invited them into your life. Like you said, come be here, right? Like, if we have friends and people who we are out of alignment with, we have to take responsibility for where we created that alignment. Where did you say yes to that and not call the other person's name? If I have said yes to something that's happening in my life, what I know is that because I'm a creator and I'm always in a state of becoming, maybe I said yes to something at a time when I was less conscious, but it's behaving, so let me use an example. I was in a community once where we were open relating, and I loved that experience of being with adults who were very open and honest and conscious about the way they related and not owning another person, and women having autonomy over their bodies and being able to have sex and do what what felt right for them. It wasn't according to the agreement that you made. It was like being in a community where agreements get to change. Like, yeah, we were married this long and that worked for this, but this doesn't work anymore, right? So now what do we do? And what happens in our ways of being is that we don't create agreements that are conscious, that really allow us to understand, like, when I attracted this experience, I was this way. Now 6 years have passed and now I'm this way, right? Like really understanding that you are in a constant state of becoming. You are not a fixed person. You are growing. You are evolving. What worked for you when you were 25 might not work at 30. What worked for you at 16 definitely won't work for you at 40, right? Like really understanding the full scope of this experience and creating the space in your reality, in your own self, for your own becoming, okay? Because you are in a state of becoming. Now, this Aquarius full moon came in at the 17th degree. And the 17th degree is a Leo degree. And that degree says Leo it's about you. The sun is in Leo right now. It's like, are you willing to shine? Are you willing to be who you really say you are? Are you willing to speak your truth? Are you willing to, to allow your creativity to flow? That is what this is. And what I'm telling you is when we understand the reality, when we have a context for what we're in, we know that we are in a constant state of evolving and becoming. So you don't cut yourself off. One of the things when I used to work, and I still work with a lot of young women, but when I first started really spending time with young women who were in their 20s, the thing that I would say to them is, stay as free as you can. Do not negotiate your freedom. Because when you do, you literally lock yourself into things that will last for the rest of your life. And it might not be something that you want to last for the rest of your life. it might, like really be clear that you want to have children. I love when I encounter young women who don't want children and know they don't want children. I love that shit, because what it tells me is that you're going to use your creative power in the ways that work for you, because your creative power is happening no matter if you decide to be a mother or not. You are still creating. It is the way of this reality. It's how it is. So you are a creator and you get to determine how that works. So this Aquarius full moon coming in at the 17th degree, a Leo degree, who do you say you are? How do you express yourself? And while we're on this topic, I really want to invite you guys to go pick up the Virgo season workbook, because we are moving into eclipse season. We have just had the final full moon before eclipse season. The next full moon will be in eclipse season. And in this season, we get to begin to really restructure, because Virgo is the details, the details. And when we do the work, like, see, this is the thing. Oh, okay, let me see if I can calm down. See, Virgo is in the details, y'all. Virgo is like cross the T's and dot the I's. Here's what details are like. If you live in a building and you don't have to walk out to get plumbing to a river or a lake, and you are in the city, there are details, there's precision in the construction of that building that allows that water to come from wherever it is, out of your faucet, out of your sink, into your tub, into the pot that you are holding. That is precision. That is the details. And this work, this spiritual work, has details. And that is why I'm here every day, because motherfuckers don't get it. They think it's just woo-woo. No, it is arduous details. Like, your body is detailed. Your liver is where it's meant to be. There is a code that put your liver where the liver is meant to be. That is the details, okay? They like to say the devil is in the details. It is the fuck truth. And Virgo is the fucking devil on some level, because it is saying, no, you're a centimeter off. But what is important for us to understand is that the details matter. You don't get to just push something aside and act like it didn't happen, or you didn't have a thought about it or a feeling about it, or because the details matter. So you can't carry forth shame and guilt and despair. You have to go into the details and, oh, that happened and it hurt my feelings and I felt like this. You have to do that. You don't get to just walk away like, oh, fuck them. No, because them are you. Them are you. Them are an aspect of you. So you have to ask, oh, well, why were my feelings hurt? And it's like, for me, I'll go, oh, well, I invited that person into my life. Like, I had a situation recently where it kind of went for pupple. And when it did, I literally was like, I knew this was going to happen. Like, I felt it a week ago. I felt it a week ago, and I overrode what I felt, and now here it is in this experience. And understanding that my thoughts, my intuition is that strong. It picks up the details. When we understand that we are living in a cosmic field, a unified field of consciousness that is not linear, our reality is not a linear reality. The future is not something that's happening necessarily tomorrow. It can be today if you can tap into it. And the details matter in this. This is why I always say do moon work, because you can feel something long before it gets there. You can have an intuition, because the universe understands the details. And when you know that, then you can course correct stuff. Then you can go, oh, this is not the experience I'm looking to have. I'm looking to have this experience. How do I cultivate that? And then you do the rituals to cultivate the experience you actually want to have. But you have to be intimate with the details in order to do that. I'm a master of details. So this full moon has come in. So I was saying, as we just had this full moon in Aquarius, the Virgo workbook We're about to go into eclipse season. I encourage you to get the Virgo workbook because it is going to help you go into the details of this work. Because it's eclipse season next month, and we do a turnabout in the psyche. There's a turnabout that happens. And so it's literally like, let me see if I can give you a visual of what this is like. I don't know. This might sound crazy and violent. It's not violent, but it is a turnabout this way. Like, imagine a rocket just shooting up into the sky. It just shoots up. And then it gets to a certain point, and then it just comes down. That's the turnabout that we're going through. We're about to go through a turnabout where we're going in one direction, and we've been going in this direction. We've had a lot of momentum in that direction, and now we're about to turn and go in a completely different direction. And that can create like a whiplash in your life. That can create like things are going really good, but all of a sudden it's not working because there's a turnabout that's happening. And if you do the work in the workbook, if you do the rituals, it will slow the process down for you. Is all I can really say. You'll be in the details of it, and you'll be able to know, like, oh, I'm going to choose this. I'm not going to choose that. This is what's going on right now. Like, you will have a greater perspective if you do the work with the energy as it's coming. And I'm not hearing any other astrologers talking about this right now, which is interesting. That doesn't mean anything, but I mean, I follow mine so detailed, but I'm not hearing others talk about it. So pick up the workbook. You can do it on my website, healwithmoonmama.com, or here in my link tree on Instagram. Okay. And so now back to the Aquarius full moon coming in. The Aquarius full moon coming in on the 17th degree. Aquarius is about friends, community. So for instance, I have been planning an event for the last month, and that's what Aquarius is. It's gathering as friends, camaraderie, the people that friends are people in the world of Aquarius. Friends are people that you have affinity with, where you have a similar belief systems, where, people that are in organizations with you, where you're actually on a similar trajectory. So Aquarius is also the energy of breaking free from your maternal bondage codes. So this is also a time where you have an opportunity to free yourself from maternal codes that no longer serve you. Things that you inherited in your mother's lineage that are outdated. You get to break free from that. So maybe, you had a mother who had low self-worth. Maybe you had a mother who prioritized everyone else over herself. Maybe you had whatever it is, those patterns get passed down, and you get to alchemize them and free yourself from them. And now is an opportunity for that. In this, we have a grand trine. We have Mars at the first degree of Libra. We have Uranus at the first degree of Gemini, and we have Pluto at the second degree of Aquarius. So all of these are air signs, and this is a grand trine, and grand trines mean there's like a momentum for change and transformation. It all works together. So when you put an effort in, a grand trine means if you put an effort in, you will get a result. So we have had this aspect going on for a while now. Like, it's been going on since Mars got into at the 29th degree or 28th degree, which was about a week ago. So it's not going to last. It'll last probably for another, maybe another week, but it's some really good energy for your visions to bring what you want into realization, to realize your higher self, your visions, your, for lack of a better word, manifestations. I feel like that word has gotten so overused right now, though. But like I was saying, you're in a constant state of becoming. You're in a constant state of becoming. So what level of becoming have you reached? Where are you in your becoming now? This grand trine is a very powerful opportunity for this. And we have Mercury finally stationing at the 4th degree in Leo, which is in opposition to Pluto and Aquarius. So this is really about breaking free and becoming who you're really meant to be. This is a very powerful energy, you all. I mean, this is like cut the cords, like let go of all the old stuff and put your energy in the new direction. And for me, that has been an arduous experience. And maybe there are reasons for that. Like I've been here on the planet for longer. I have a Pisces rising, so it's hard for me. It has been challenging for me to let go of things. Pisces is a very watery energy, and how do you purify water? You know what I mean? Water just holds everything. It just contains, it just holds on, so I have had a slower time doing it, but it's perfect though. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that because my timing has been so slow, or what I believe is slow, I have created tools to support my process because I have needed them. I have needed them. This ascension thing has been, the thing that has been the most challenging for me to heal is my need for validation, the need for external validation, the need for feeling mirrored or like in sync with something external to feel good about myself. That has been the most challenging thing to heal. And really, that's just a function of the Kali Yuga, because the Kali Yuga is where, if you guys look at my video yesterday talking about the Dark Ages, where we have experienced this idea of separation, which has given us the illusion that we are separate. And we are not. We are one. We're all a unified field of consciousness. And so healing the idea of separation has been really and I feel like I'm getting much better at it. I feel really grateful. So that is the Aquarius full moon energy. Do you have the confidence to shine, right? And where are you in that process? Maybe you're not all the way there yet, but do you feel confident about where you are, right? And how's the thing? If you don't feel confident, are you doing the work to build your confidence? What are you doing to support yourself in becoming who you're meant to be? What actions are you taking? What are you doing to thrive? What are you doing to become? There was a time right now, like I'm such a different person, but there was a time when I was like, I remember when I was like, okay, I always felt like something was in me that I needed to deal with, that was trying to get my attention, but I didn't know how to do it. And I knew that I kept getting in relationships and trying to find new jobs, thinking that those things were going to fulfill me and do it. And it never worked. It never did. I was always still like, ugh. And finally, I remember sitting down and was like, okay, I'm going to stop pursuing. I'm going to just go inside, and realizing that I couldn't delay it anymore. I had to turn into myself. And that is what is true for many of us right now. You're not going to find the answers outside of you. The reason I use astrology, because it is a tool that helps you go inside. Astrology is like a can opener, okay? That's what it is. It's a tool. Astrology is like a can opener that helps you explore your own inner terrain. And the thing that I discovered in the astrology was that there were parts of myself that I couldn't see because I had shame, fear, trauma. I couldn't see it, right? So because of that, I would get support from others because I couldn't see. And here's the thing that's really important for us to understand. Community is valuable because there are aspects of yourself that you won't be able to see. Somebody else is going to need to be able to, you will need others to, in a loving, compassionate way, from a place of love and compassion. Like, I had to find people that I really trusted who I could say, I don't see myself clearly. Can you show me? What do you see? What do you see? Because I can't see behind me, okay, right? And there are aspects of ourselves that need to leave, but you can't see it because you're not built to be able to see behind yourself. And so this is the value of community. This is the value of having coaches that are trustworthy, that you know are proven to you, right? Just to you, because it's all about you. It's all about if it feels right for you. Let me just say this. I have been doing this work a long time. I was the kind of person, because I know people who've sat with gurus and I couldn't do it. I could not sit with a guru. I have been in community. Because for the most part, first of all, I have Uranus in the 6th house. Uranus in the 6th house means I really got to find my own way. And some of us just have to find our own way. That is okay. That is absolutely okay. And some of us find that, like, so for me, I was in communities. I would go and be in a community. I would go work with somebody, but it would run its course. It would run its course. Some places I would stay longer and some places I would not, right? Like, so I might stay in one place for 6 months. Like, okay. And I get what I get. I might stay in one place for 4 years. Okay. I got what I got. I got what I needed. I stayed in a open relating community for over a decade with young, sexy, Black, spiritual people. It was amazing. I got what I needed, and then it was time to go, right? Like, but at every level, I was getting what I needed. I was accessing what was necessary for my personal evolution until I finally was like, okay, I know what I'm up to. I'm here to build community for women who are ready to anchor into their power, their magic. That's what I'm here to do, because that's what I'm doing for me. That's what I'm doing for me, right? That's what my grandmother taught me. So that's when I was like, okay, let me go start my own community. And I have been doing that now since I went to Egypt. So I went to Egypt, I guess, when COVID was going on. I went to Egypt. And after I came back from Egypt, I was like, okay, I started a community. And now that community is starting to come out of the virtual world and into the physical real-time world. And the beautiful thing is that the community is not about me. It's about us. And that makes me so happy because I am my leader. I am my leader. And I teach others how to be their leaders. And the thing that I'm so aware of is that I can't give you all the wisdom all at once, because what happens if you have the information too quickly, it'll burn you out. And I had to learn that my own way. I remember I used to be in a relationship with this man who I didn't get it when he would say it, but he would say, you have to spoon feed people because it's a slow process. It's not a microwave process. It really isn't. And when he would say it, it would make me so angry. I'd be like, "Urgh!" Because I was so like anxious and ready, because I had felt like I'd spent so much time starving, like having lies, but I could only take small amounts of truth at it, literally bite sizes, and then integrate that. Okay, now integrate that. Otherwise, if I had done it too fast, you literally go crazy. You do. You fucking go nuts. You lose your mind, because it is that's why I say use the moon cycles. Small bites. One moon cycle phase in a month. So for this one that's coming up, we have Virgo coming up. Virgo is going to be about your body and your ability to be of service to yourself. If you focus on just that, that will change so much. You think it's just one thing. No, it's going to transform you at the deepest level. And then after the Virgo season, then you go on to Libra season and you build, incrementally building, because the building that you live in got created one layer at a time. The universe has order, you guys. This is an ordered system. And if you try to go to the end without you will skip something that ultimately fucks up your journey. And, you just have to trust me is all I can say. Like, here's what I'm telling you. I'm honest. I'm in integrity. I don't need anything from anybody, right? Like, I'm here, and I literally am here because this is what the Creator has designed me to do. I'm sourced by the Creator. Nobody is my source. The Creator is my source. So you can't give me anything, and you can't take anything away from me. So I'm here telling you how it actually works, right? It is a process. It's not an all or nothing thing. And literally, just like constructing a building that you live in, there has to be a blueprint. And then the blueprint is like, okay, we lay out the blueprint. Now here's the foundation. So we're going to break this, we're going to do this. And it is a constant process. So I encourage you to take your time, trust the process. And within it, miracles are happening all the time. Within it, you're waking up within it, it fulfills itself. Within it, it's a process. It's slow. It feels slow sometimes, but then it feels really fast sometimes. But within it, there's like awe. So I encourage you guys to stick with it. All right, you all. If you're local in Los Angeles, please come join us tomorrow at our event. Send me a private message. I'll send you the link. Go check out the workbook for the Virgo season. You can do that in my link tree, or you can go to my website at healwithmoonmama.com, and it's Virgo season where practice makes dreams come true. You got to practice to get those dreams in alignment. All right, y'all. Bye.